It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Right there. 54 miles. Watch the screen.
On first down, Vaughn. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Vaughn, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, it's Vaughn, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 125. 150. That's what I do.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Winston looking middle, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He finds Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll run on 1st down. Vaughn. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Murray. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
On second down now. It's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26.
A gain of 14. First down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our time. It's our time. 25.
On first down, it's Vaughn, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 12, Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go, even.
Winston sneaking it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Flag, what do you got? Kill. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston to throw it this time. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to Butler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The 14-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Keep it up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This one complete to Coleman. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
We got to step it up.
Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Black, 22 guys. I'm coming for you. You follow. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
5 on 50. 5 on 50. Watch the slide. Watch the slide. Set. Green, triple T. Here we go.
To throw, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Murray now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On first and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
First down, Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On first down, Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Play fake. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another 49ers.
They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Two times. Five down. Stand up.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from the 1. Winston keeps it himself. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Tight go, tight go, tight go. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray forced out to his left. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Murray steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, he's airing it out for... It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keyshawn Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Gonzalez good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. And let's get this,
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. from the gun. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And James has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. James has got it. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. On 1st down, Vaughn. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? Black 22. You ain't got nothing.
They will run again with Coleman. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for San Francisco, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.